Hey, we're back. Welcome back to episode 17, part 2, where our adventurers just had a short rest. However, many of you want to expend your hit dies to get your health back. That's totally fine. Ubruk, I believe you're out of hit dies to get any health back, but the rest of you, feel free. Heal up as best you can before we move on into the next place, whatever you guys want to do.
I don't need to do that, so I'm good. I'm just gonna chill out. Did I find any squishy bits in the Mimic?
On the Mimic, what you found by grabbing it with the crumpled note in your hand is, how many bottles do you have? Empty bottles.
Oh, 3 now.
Okay, you managed to fill all 3 bottles with its blood, and aside from that, it doesn't seem to have any bones. Where its bones would be, it's kind of more like a rigid kind of structure, but its biology doesn't seem to conform to regular humanoid kind of structure.
Wait,
it's more
I
like...
have, I have 4 bottles, not 3, because I
Okay.
poured one of my bloodstream out.
Okay,
over the...
then
You gave
4...
me one though.
Yeah, that I had 4 before, and then I gave you 1, but I actually still had 4.
Okay, then you can fill all 4 with any amount up to 4 with blood if you'd like.
And I'm gonna hand another one to Kruven and ask these guys, hey, do you guys have any sharp stuff you want to put poison on? Or acid? It seems kind of sketchy, but also kind of crazy. I mean, if you want to just carry this bottle and smash it over some dude's face in a fight, I would love to see that.
And then him fireball.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I say if we like this guy downstairs, the bad guy will just take him to the fucking cleaners. I'm so ready. I'm pumped. Let's go fight. Maybe. Let's go approach this with a level head.
Okay, so mark down however many bottles you're filling, and make sure that you... All 4? Okay. And then make sure you guys also update your health from however many hit die you expended or any healing potions you expended. You guys make your way back down the set of stairs. You go left, right, and you find yourselves at the bottom of the stairs at the beginning of the Great Hall.
Ubrok, you're doing all right?
Yeah, no, I'm still good.
Okay. Just want to make sure. How lit is this in the center? Because there's hearths on the side, right?
Yeah, it seems that because the setting of where each of these hearths are, that the entire area seems to be dimly lit. It's not dark vision. You can see about, 30 feet. Because you have dark vision, you can see 60 feet perfectly fine. But yeah, it's pretty well lit. Your stealth
I tried
rolls...
to crouch.
Yeah, so you maintain your crouch stance. You're not sure if it worked.
I turn to my friends. I make a funny face.
You guys see him make a funny face.
I don't think it worked too well. I'm just gonna stand upright and draw 1 arrow and dip the arrow into the bottle and then put the
Okay.
bottle away and then get it ready. Not
That
like
will use...
cock-
Yeah, that will use an entire application, so make sure you write that down. That you...
1 hole?
Yes.
Oh, well then, can I not do that?
Sure.
I don't want to use a hole.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather apply to my daggers.
Fair enough.
I'll do that then.
Okay.
Bone and my short sword, actually, rather. Sorry.
Okay. So you're using the bone dagger and your short sword.
Mhm.
Okay.
Short sword in my offhand now.
Okay.
So I turned my comrades into
What did
whisper
you
up.
What did you put for your stats on your bone dagger?
I haven't changed it. This is dagger. 'Cause I
Okay.
don't know. I was gonna let you figure it out.
I have the stats for you, but until you get it identified, I can't tell you.
So will I not get a bonus from it?
For now, it's just 1d4 plus 4, like a regular dagger.
Well, doesn't matter. Same thing. I will
Well-
swap hands then. Thank you.
Yep.
How do you guys want to play this? Like, calm and stealthy, or loud and just aggro
Well,
him?
we don't
to
even
us?
know if this guy's gonna attack us. Or
Yeah, we don't know if he's friendly or enemy.
Why don't we just go in this with like bravado then and just be like, hey, we're back.
Ask questions later.
that seems like a fair approach.
Yeah.
Let's get like 50 feet away and
I'm not
holler.
a very good liar. Does anybody want to take this?
My charisma sucks.
You guys are moving while talking.
Yeah, let's walk.
Quietly, but you guys are moving.
Try to intimidate him, Jonesy. Call him a little baby back bitch.
All right.
You
We're
guys,
back.
you
We're
guys
back.
are
We're-
how far away?
I'm doing role playing.
I know.
I'm
Just
50
saying.
feet away.
Hold on. Okay. I say we're walked about 40 to 50 feet into the hall,
Thank
and
you.
I'm gonna yell, "We're back! Where the hell were you when we needed you?" I say condescendingly to him. Them.
Roll intimidation.
Shaking in his boots.
Caught him off guard.
Unfortunately, you have disadvantage. I'll explain why. As you say that, the figure turns around, and you see it's a fully covered, undead creature in all black garb that you, Jonesy, see it has deep, fiery red eyes, staring at you with an intense hatred. Everybody else just sees regular kind of blue haze in his eyes, and he turns around and says, "It's you." You recognize it as the Revenant that you guys fought at the tower in the haunted forest. Your passive wisdom.
Does that mean your friend is here?
Your
Where's the little
passive
girl?
Your passive wisdom would tell you, upon researching the creature after you guys dealt with one, is that if you see his eyes glowing red, you are a vengeance target of the Revenant. So, that being said, he is staring at Jonesy with these fiery red eyes, looks at you, and goes, "What have you come for?"
We're here to talk to your leash master, you little bitch.
"I have no master."
I got my maul out. I'm still walking up.
Okay.
I'm a lot stronger than I was before.
I'm gonna
Okay.
start circling to the left side, I guess.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
right.
give a stealth check for circling to the side.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
You notice that his eyes kind of dart towards you. You know that he saw you, but he's not making any motion to move towards you.
I'm not standing in front of the hearth or anything, right?
No.
Like,
No,
okay.
the last hearth is about 20 feet back.
Wanted to make sure it wasn't super.
It's still pretty well lit. From your research after fighting the first Revenant, you know they have dark vision up to 60 feet.
I just wanted to spread out.
Yep.
Is there enough hearth light going on here that I got a pretty good read on his spot?
It's considered dim light, but you're not going to suffer any kind of disadvantage or anything like that in a fight. It's well lit enough and enough that you're going to be able to fight without kind of any negative side effects.
I yelled at Ubrok, cast your light on him when we start the fight. He won't be able to disappear from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You read.
And he turns towards Kruven, and he looks at you, and you see those blue eyes kind of shimmering, and he kind of snaps his head and goes, "What are you here for?"
I look behind him. Can I tell what? Is it the bone crown behind him? I'm
Roll
specifically
perception.
looking for that.
Roll investigation.
Perception would have been nicer.
You see that it seems to be some sort of cylindrical object. You see a very faint aura around it,
Cylindrical in the fact that it's
kind of like an egg.
okay. All right. Is it spinning or moving or?
I can't tell you
Still.
anymore with a 5.
Okay, that's fine.
Based on his stance, do I see if he's guarding anything? Do I get investigation?
You roll insight with disadvantage. So 7. So you're looking at him, and you don't see the object behind him, but he seems to be standing in a manner of which you're not. You're thinking he might be guarding that.
He's guarding something. So, I'm gonna ask him again where his master is.
He looks at you and says, "Are your ears broken, human? I have no master.
So you're just a puppet then? Because last time, you were at the beck and call of some wayward princess. Yeah,
While he's
definitely
talking, I'm gonna
princess.
step forward a few feet
Roll stealth.
again. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Ooh.
Okay. You see that his eyes flicker just as you start moving, but he doesn't turn his head towards you or anything. And he continues his gaze. He continues his gaze on Jonesy and
I'm
says,
gonna keep pulling focus. Yeah.
"Yeah." He says, "If I was a puppet, then surely I'd have a master. I've already told you, no master."
Did you kill her? We liked her.
I
liked
was
her.
never bound to her.
10 more feet.
So she used you.
I've been used by many.
5 feet.
Can I use you?
Roll initiative. He's gonna swing at you.
How far away is Jonesy from him? Or was?
By now he's about 10 feet.
Okay. Is it everyone initiative, right?
Everybody in it. Well, if you want to take part in combat, yeah.
I am, yeah.
Yep.
So, do we want to do the same strategy and guide him around again?
Kinda.
Your passive perception would tell you there's no tower here that he is bound to for whatever reason.
Well, no,
You
So-
can slow him, though.
He may have free reign.
He
So
does hit,
initiative
like,
rolls.
Anybody that's more glass than cannon, or however that goes, just watch your hit points, I guess. I'm gonna try and pull focus as much as I can.
Let's see, and then it's Ubruk. And then lastly, Jonesy. And I need one more, which is... a 13, which is above Jonesy and Ubruk. So, what happens is right after he spoke to you, and he pulls his pulls his arms from underneath his cloak, and you can now see his full skeletal form. And he starts making a couple steps towards Jonesy, and then stops and lifts both his arms, and you see that they're fully covered in fire. And then he just snaps them to the side, and the fire goes away. The entire room goes dark, and then you see just behind his shoulder a small tear in reality. And you see coming through this tear red and fire, and it gets noticeably hotter in the room, about 10 degrees hotter. And a sudden shock like that to your systems, you're all like, whoa, what the fuck? It's just got really hot. And stepping through is a dog roughly 5 feet tall, all 4 legs completely engulfed in fire. And then the tear closes up behind him.
Is that a hellhound?
It is. And he is now, because he's starting the combat, is going to attack. And he is, due to Jonesy's shenanigans and the fact that he is the vengeance target, he's going to get to do some special stuff. So, for his vengeance, he's going to use Vengeful Glare. Targets one creature you can see within 30 feet, and Jonesy, make a wisdom save.
Not my greatest.
Unfortunately, you are now paralyzed until the Revenant deals damage to you, or the end of the Revenant's next turn. When your paralysis ends, you're going to be frightened of the Revenant, which means you cannot move forward towards it for a full minute, and any attacks that you have on it will be at disadvantage. Now, at the end of your next turn, you can roll another wisdom save to shake the frighten off of you, to shake the fear.
Can any of us help in any way? Like
Not
throw
really.
a pebble at his face?
No, he's completely paralyzed. He's staring at the Revenant, and the flames in his eyes just. And
Just the way when you said
he looks
he takes
pissed, and
damage.
you're like, huh! And you are frozen. And that's his turn. Ginkgo, you're up.
Alright, can I get like a where everyone is?
Yeah, sure.
And to
So,
everyone else.
yep. This is the pedestal where the egg is. This is the Revenant. This is the Hellhound. This is Jonesy. Over here is Kruven. This is Ubruk, and this is Ginkgo.
Okay.
I'll put names on it so you can see it.
You have to worry about me moving.
Okay, so you should be able to see that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move in between Jonesy and Kruven, so both the Hellhound and Revenant are straight in front of me.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna use Lightning Bolt.
Is he close enough? I can't hop on his back. Oh, you're not.
You're not
No.
gonna be able to move that close.
I didn't know if that was a
yeah.
possibility ever.
You're about 35 feet away from the Revenant. Ginkgo is now to your left about 15 feet, and then 15 more feet from him is where Jonesy is. And then behind Ginkgo by about 25 feet is where Ubruk is. So.
They both need dex saves.
Lightning Bolt. Okay. And that's, what kind of dex save?
Yep.
Okay, there's the Revenant. What's your DC?
Like 15.
Okay, so a fail and a fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Right.
$27, Jesus.
That's
Need my-
sweet.
I need my magical abacus. 27, and they failed, so they take the full brunt of it. Okay.
Alright. And then,
You have a bonus
I'm gonna-
action?
yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Magic Stone.
Okay. You reach into your pouch and make a stone. Cool. Kruven, you're up.
Is there electricity on the ground, or is it just shot through?
No, he
Does
just
that-
shot it as like a bolt right through them, and the electricity dissipates.
I looked to Ginkgo and asked, "Can you do that again?"
Yeah.
Toss me a water skin.
It's empty.
Yours is, I believe.
Mine is, yeah.
So is mine. Did Ubruk, do you have water
I do not.
or any? Do we have any liquid? I don't think so, other than the poison.
Acid.
I got a jug full of Bloodstream Brew. That's 4 servings.
I don't want to attempt giving them +1 if that's a thing.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so I'm just gonna go to in between. Can I see where we are again? I kind of want to size up. Okay, so I want to be next to Ginkgo and Jonesy.
So like
Closer
right there?
to Jonesy, though. Yeah.
Like in there? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then, so that would be my movement. And then
You're
I
there.
would like to, with my poisoned weapons, attack the Revenant in his left leg. So the leg closest to me.
Okay.
And short sword and dagger.
Well, your movement was about Like 15 feet? No, you were 15 feet from Ginkgo, so you're about 25 feet. What's your speed? 30?
Well, I can dash, but yeah.
Okay.
Where's speed?
You can move towards him to get within melee range if you'd like. You have that much movement left.
Yes, I would like to.
Okay.
I want to get to melee range.
Okay. Then that's all your movement for this turn. But you rolled attacks already, so we'll hit and hit. Roll damage. Doesn't count as sneak attack. He saw you coming, and there's no other party members within 5 yards. Jonesy's at 10. 18. Nice.
And then 1d8 from both, or
Where'd you put the poison? Or the
on
acid?
both?
Okay. Yeah. Roll 1d8 for both.
2d8 or just one for both?
You can just do 2d8. So 8. Okay. Bonus action? Bonus action was applying the poison, so. Revenant's turn. It's going to heal 10 points. And now it's going to punch you. So, I'm not typing in the right spot. There we go. Roll 1d20 plus 7. It's going to try and punch you with both hands. Crit and a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. So the damage is... You're lucky you're not the vengeance target.
Yeah. I've gathered that.
So 2d4 for the hit. Doubled is 6 plus 4 is 10. So he does 10 damage to you for the crit of bludgeoning damage.
In one hit.
Yep. And the other one misses you.
So I will half that then.
Okay.
So it's only 5 then?
Yep.
Instead of 10? Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's his turn. Next up is the Hellhound. The Hellhound is going to help his master. Oh, wow. He has advantage on attack rolls if one of its allies is within 5 feet and ally isn't incapacitated. So he's going to try and attack you. It's a plus 5 for the bite. So he's got advantage on the attack. 16.
Who's he attacking? Me?
You. Yep.
Okay.
So 16 against your AC.
15, yeah.
Okay, so that hits, and he's going to do 1d8 plus 3 of piercing damage. You take 5 points, and 2d6 of fire damage. 4 points of fire damage.
Am I on fire? Or is it just...
Let's find out.
Okay.
Nope, you're not on fire.
Okay, so... Is that 9 overall?
That is... Yes,
4,
9.
5? Okay.
But apply any resistances, because the first attack was piercing, the second was fire. So if you have any resistances to that, then apply. Oh. The Revenant's turn had ended. What was the Vengeful Glare? Target is paralyzed until the Revenant deals damage, or until the end of the Revenant's next turn. So, between the Revenant attacking and the Hellhound attacking, Jonesy, you are no longer paralyzed, but you are frightened for 1 minute, so that'll be 1 full round.
Okay. He's freaked me out. He got inside my head. I don't like that. So I'm gonna duck back, cut over, and rush the Hellhound.
It's Ubruk's turn. I was just letting you know that since his turn has ended, you're no longer paralyzed. You're just frightened.
Hit. Go.
Ubruk, you're up.
I want to use sleep on the Hellhound.
Interesting. Go ahead and click on the spell for me. Spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Do you have a pinch of fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket?
I do have a little bag of sand.
Ooh, good call. Okay. Then let me check to see what happens. Hellhound. There we go. Let's see. Medium Fiend. D is not immune to it. And what does he have to roll for? What's your... Or is it...
5d8.
Does he even get a save?
No, it's based on what he rolls.
How many hit points? The
Oh,
creature
okay.
is?
Yeah, roll 5d8. If you get a number higher than his amount of health, then he falls asleep. I believe that's how it works, yeah?
I think that's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. He does not fall asleep.
Okay.
Any movement or bonus action?
I would like to take us 10 feet back,
Okay.
and then for my bonus action, use Shadow Blade.
What's that do?
So many new abilities.
I know, right? We don't ever have wizards.
It's cool.
Weave together shadow to sort of simple melee. Okay. Cool. So you are now holding a shadow blade.
Oh, you could throw it.
Make sure you're marking off your spell usages.
I am.
Okay, Jonesy, you are scared of the Revenant,
Yep.
but no longer paralyzed.
Revenant. Do not like the Revenant. I'm ducking back, moving over, and I'm gonna go for the Hellhound.
Okay.
Because I have 2 attacks. What I'm going to my mentality of how I'm approaching this is I'm gonna bear charge him with the bottle of acid, and I want to crack that bitch as close to or on him as I can. I'm gonna throw it, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to grab my maul, and then use my action to attack him with my maul.
Okay, so you're gonna throw it first, then move, and then attack for. Because the bonus. The action of throwing would count as your action, so you'd have to attack in your bonus action if you can do that, right?
Well, I get 2 actions. I get 2 attacks.
You get 2 attacks, or you get 2 actions.
I have extra attack.
Okay,
Attack.
so I'll say you can use an attack and throw, or 2 attacks.
Okay, attack and throw.
Okay,
Um,
so you're throwing and then running up to it?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
see if I can break a bottle on it first.
Give me a dex check. This is for the throw.
Cool. Ah!
Yeah, okay, so you throw the bottle and it kind of careens past him and smashes on the ground. Acid starts bubbling at the rock on the floor about 3 feet behind him. Yeah.
Oh,
Did-
sweet. Okay.
Did it
then
dissipate?
No, it's starting to eat through the floor.
I'm gonna smash him with my maul and try to knock him into the acid.
Okay, so you're gonna move about 15 feet. It's gonna take all 30 of your movement because you're not gonna be able to run straight at him because the Revenant's there.
I got 40.
You got 40? Okay, so you're gonna be using 30 of it to turn away from the Revenant, walk away, and then towards the Hellhound without looking towards the Revenant.
Yeah, I'm making sure not to make eye contact with that guy.
Okay.
But yeah, at 5th level, I got an extra 10 movement speed.
Okay,
Uh,
so you have 10 left, but you can go ahead and roll your attack against the Hellhound.
I'm gonna get right up in his face.
Okay.
Try and knock him back into the puddle. Yeah.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. Very happy with that. Oh.
Give me 1 second. Just want to check something. Damage immunities is fire, so he's going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn, I love so.
And you don't even have to check if he's on fire because he's on fire.
worrying about that.
You got 10 feet of movement left if you want to move.
Did I get him into the acid at all?
You hit him and he knocks back about 1.5 feet, but not quite the 3 feet you needed.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in his face so that he's kind of blocked off from going anywhere. He'd have to go left or right, but he can't go back or forwards because
Okay.
acid.
So you move about 3 feet forward, that's it. Or 2 feet. 1.5, somewhere.
I'm gonna crowd him a little bit.
Okay.
Happy with that.
Ginkgo, you're up.
Alright, with Jonesy and Cruven now being in melee range, can I get a line on both of them still, or no?
You would hit Cruven and Jonesy as well. If you tried to lightning bolt.
Yeah.
You can rotate around down towards the pedestal and aim in a diagonal fashion.
From there, where he'd be able to hit, if he hit the Revenant, he would also hit Jonesy. Because the Hellhound is about 4 feet offset, and Jonesy moved forward. So any angle he's got, he's either going to hit all 4 of you, or he can hit just the Revenant and Jonesy, or he can go another 4 feet past and just hit the Hellhound.
I'd say the Revenant, just because it heals.
Well, I think the Hellhound, because the Revenant heals. We want to just fight one thing.
I don't know if he controls it.
And then
Yeah.
all kind of dial together for it, for him killing the Revenant.
That's what I was. Yeah, if you kill the Revenant, it will die. Is what I was thinking. Or go
It's
away.
It takes a while to put him down.
Yeah,
Alright.
We might want to get rid of the
not
extra,
sure.
but that's up to you guys. 'Cause I've already done my things.
Do you have like a little drawing so I can
Yep.
like where they are now?
Okay, so this is... Fuck, it's so hard to read. Jonesy is right... yeah, Jonesy is right there, which is directly in line with the Revenant.
Yeah. I know.
This is back a little bit. I couldn't put him there where the scribble is, but right behind the scribble is the acid, and he's more like right about here, which would, if you were to go down here, you could just hit the Hellhound. I'm having really hard time trying to hold this
Okay.
still.
No.
But where you're at right now, you could shoot all 4 of them.
No, I know what I want. I'm gonna use Tidal Wave in between the Hellhound and the Revenant.
Nice.
So
Okay.
slashing down and going out
Okay,
and
so
hitting
it,
both of them.
would that also... What's the radius on it? Because that might also hit
10
Cruven and
feet.
Jonesy.
10 feet wide.
Okay, it's going to miss Cruven, but it will hit Jonesy.
It's alright. Surf's up.
Yeah,
Surf's up.
I'm still gonna do it.
Cowabunga, bro.
Go ahead and click on it, thank you. 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
Area must make a dex saving throw. Sweet.
Okay, so Jonesy dex saving throw, and then both the creatures. There's the Hellhound. That's a fucking success. And the Revenant fails. Jonesy dex saving throw, please.
Just popped up.
There you go. 17. Is that success or fail?
Success.
Cool. So the Revenant fails. The other 2 succeed. What's the damage? 48 bludgeoning
And knocked prone.
for a fail.
Yep.
The Hellhound gets completely doused and dies.
Sweet.
Jonesy takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage, is knocked prone. No, that's success, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he takes 10.
Yeah, you take 10, and you take 10. You're not prone. The Revenant, which failed, takes all 20 and is knocked prone. Got it. The 10 was enough to kill the Hellhound, so it's dead.
Oh,
Anything else?
no, I'm good.
Okay, Cruven, you're up. There's a Revenant, and that's it.
Alright. He didn't turn away by any means.
No, he's still looking at you.
Okay. I'm gonna aim for the same, his left leg, and try to like shimmy to the side. So if I hit him, his back will be towards that puddle. That makes sense.
The puddle's like directly to his left.
Okay, so yeah, if I like shimmy
Or
over to
sorry,
the
his
side,
right, his right.
Okay, so I'll shimmy over to the other side. So I just want to kind of like, cater him back to that corner,
Sure.
and then I will attack with both weapons.
Okay, both hit. Roll damage. Nobody else is within range, so no sneak attack, but you can roll the 2d. Thank you. 70. Okay. Anything else?
I think who's behind me? Is Ginkgo behind me?
Behind you about 30 feet is Ubruk. Behind you and to your right about 15 feet is Ginkgo.
Alright, I just want to like shimmy along the side so that they have a clear shot.
Staying within melee?
Of course,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just pivoting.
Yep. So you're pivoting to his left or right?
In the direction in which there's no one behind me. I think it's probably his left.
It would be on his front right that you would be, where there's nobody in the way.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Okay. Revenant's turn. Heals. And... he is pissed at Jonesy for having just attacked, or having the gall to attack his Hellhound. So it's going to take an attack at Jonesy with both of his fists. And now, let me just check something. Oh, I miscalculated damage. Hold on. He took more damage than 20. He took 40 from that water, because it's bludgeon. No, wait, that was the wrong thing. I was looking at a skeleton. We're good. Negate the last 10 seconds. Okay, so... he does have vengeance on Jonesy, obviously, like I said, and he is going to attack Jonesy, who is his vengeance target, which means it's going to be a pretty hefty attack. So, vengeance targets take extra damage, and I'm going to find out exactly what the roll is.
Is he leaving my range?
He is.
I would like to attack of opportunity.
Have at it. Do an attack roll.
Is that just
One time.
a short sword or something?
Or dagger, your choice, but you
Oh,
can only hit
okay.
one attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Misses.
Terrible.
Okay, so he's going to attack with both fists against Jonesy. It is 1d20 plus 7 to hit. 20 against AC?
Yeah.
Okay, and his second fist attack, 14 against AC.
He beats me.
He beats you on both?
Matches me.
Matches you,
Matches.
okay. You're going to take half damage from the second attack. Because it met you, so your armor's going to absorb half of it. So his damage per fist is 2d6 plus 4. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage on the first hit.
Yeah.
The second hit, you're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you're going to take an extra 4d6 because vengeance target. 8 more points of bludgeoning damage.
So that was 11, then 8, then 8.
11, 8, 8. All bludgeon. Also, because he's now done damage to you, you are no longer frightened.
Cool. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, you are frightened. It would be paralysis that would wear off if he hit you. You're still frightened until the end of his turn, which is right now. You're no longer frightened. The Hellhound's turn is next. He's dead, so there's that. Ubrick, you're up.
I'm going to... Is there anybody in front of me?
Just the Revenant. Kruven is about 2 or 3 yards to your left, but 30 yards in front.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Magic Missile.
Okay. 120 feet, Jesus Christ. At what level?
1.
Okay, so 1d4 4 times. Or is
So
it level 1?
4d4.
Is it a level 1 spell?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just 3 times then. I thought it was a cantrip for some reason. I'm retarded. So yeah, 3d4 plus 3. So 9. Okay. Any movement or bonus action?
Can I throw my Shadow Blade as my bonus action?
No, has to be as an action.
Okay, then no.
Okay. Jonesy,
Yo.
there's a
I'm gonna
Revenant in
fly
your face.
I'm gonna fly into a Barbarian's Rage. I'm
Okay.
sick of this shit. I'm not having a good time.
Alright.
Now I am going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my trusty Firemaul on this one.
Huh, I
swing.
fucked up. I fucked up on his saving throw, by the way. It's a +7, not a +2. Would 5 have mattered? No, it'd be 11. He still would have failed. Sorry, we're good. 14 misses.
Damn it. Ah, how about that one?
27 hits.
Wait.
You're not frightened, or are you still frightened? You're not frightened. It's been a minute.
No.
Okay. 13 bludgeon and 4 fire.
I'm raging, so it's +2. So it's 15 plus 4.
Yep, checking resistances. Okay. 15 plus 4, 19.
Can I also roll a d4 to see if I caught some motherfucker on fire?
Yep.
Definitely gonna try for that. Damn it, every time. Okay. With my movement action, I would like to... I attacked him. So now I've entered his field of being attacked, right?
Technically, he did that when he walked into your range. To punch you.
Got that. So can I disengage with my movement action then?
Yes, but he'll get attack of opportunity.
Disengage means you don't get attack of opportunity. Disengage means you use your move action instead.
Oh! Can you do that on a bonus action?
Not a bonus action. You use it as your move action.
Oh, okay.
Only I can use it as a bonus action.
So it would count as your movement then?
Yep.
Okay,
To
yeah,
move-
go ahead.
Move away without provoking.
What's it called?
attack. Disengage.
I'm just gonna look at it real quick. Disengage, disengage, disengage. Jesus Christ, load. I should really buy the physical copy of the book. So I don't have to...
Shit.
You can approach creatures without provoking, no damage, disengage necessary. To leave from being adjacent to a creature, you need to disengage action or be attacked. If you use disengage, you still have to move. You could be adjacent to an orc, disengage, and move to another orc, then action surge.
If you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Sure. Okay,
So
then
I'm gonna
yeah.
do that and move back a little bit and break eye contact. Like I'm looking to the side, but like he's in my peripheral vision, and I'm holding my maul, waiting for shit to go down, staying mad in my rage, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna sit there and shake with my maul in my hands, waiting for this shit to go down.
Just so you know how long a minute is, your rage will end right before your turn.
It's okay.
It's one
It
full
helps.
combat round.
It helps me absorb damage too. So
Yep. So it'll last through his turn and Ubruk's.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. Then how far back are you going with the disengage?
10, 15 feet ish.
Straight back?
Yeah. Straight back.
Okay. Ginkgo.
I'm gonna run up behind Jonesy and use Cure Wounds level 2.
Okay. Jonesy takes 14 healing.
Sweet. Thank you.
Movement or bonus action?
I'm just gonna back up like 10 feet from Jonesy.
Okay. That'll put you closer towards the wall, yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're currently, like in the center of the... Like, if he was in the center of the room, you're about... It's gonna look like shit, because I gotta move it as you guys move, but... Okay, so... Currently, Jonesy's here, the Revenant is here, you are here. If you're moving back, using him as a center of reference, you would move to here.
No, back from Jonesy.
So... Jonesy's here, that would move you here? Or are you
Like,
talking
I was
move
already...
up?
I already had to move to Jonesy to heal him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I'm just
That...
backing up if I have any movement left.
What's your movement speed?
30.
30? The room is 60 feet wide. You're not going to have any movement. It took
Okay,
all of it
that's
to
fine.
get to him.
Okay, use me as a shield.
Well, you're technically Ginkgo's closer than you are because you disengaged and he ran up to you. If you were like
Yeah,
2
he
more
ran
yards
to me after,
back,
though, and he specifically said behind me.
I did.
okay. He's not going to have enough movement to get behind you. He's right at 30 feet. So, to touch you, to heal you, he has to be closer to the Revenant than you. It's not really going to matter because the Revenant's pissed at you and nobody else. Like, you are the, what's it
Okay.
called? You're the Vengeance target, so...
Yeah.
Well, Revenants have an interesting mechanic called Vengeance, so Unfortunately, it makes my kind of play really boring.
Play through.
Yeah. Next up is Kruven.
Okay. So he's how far away?
He's like, when he went to walk over to Jonesy, he only moved like 8 or so feet away from you.
But
So
his back's
he's
to me?
8 feet. Technically his side. Yeah, his back would be to you.
Yeah, I could step to the side or whatever. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna go for his back and stab away.
Okay. The short sword hits, the dagger does not. 12, roll your d8.
Just one since
13,
one hit.
yeah. Okay. Any bonus action or additional movement?
Yeah, I'll disengage as well since there's no one right there,
Okay.
and I'll go back 10 feet.
Fucking map is a mess. Cool. Revenant's turn. He's gonna heal. He grabs both of his arms, puts them together, and you see this mold of fire growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And then he takes it with one hand and slams it down on the ground, and a little rift opens up next to him. Red and fire, you've seen it all before. A hellhound steps through the little rift. There's now a hellhound directly next to him.
Okay, so we gotta
And-
kill him.
It is gonna roll initiative to find out where he gets put. Oh, same spot as the previous one. Okay. Now the Revenant is also... Hey, look at that. It is going to Vengeful Glare at Jonesy. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, sir.
Ah!
You succeed. Let's see. Okay. So you succeed. You kind of shake off the fact that he's looking at you and he's all pissed. He's like, "Ugh, get back here!" And you're like, "Nah, girlfriend."
No, not having it. I'm
Yeah.
all mad. No.
You
Forgot
just
the Z snap.
you just shake that off like it's nothing. And that's his turn. He's going to move towards you guys. He is now standing right in front of Ginkgo and Jonesy.
The Revenant moved?
Yes. Hellhound's turn. He looks towards Ginkgo and Jonesy, and he does Fire Breath. He exhales a 15-foot cone of fire. You guys are going to need to make a dex save. And so does the Revenant, funny enough. He succeeds.
I'm in that cone.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You and Ginkgo. So Ginkgo fails. You... What's the DC? There it is. You succeed. So the damage is 6d6, reduced by half for Jonesy and for the Revenant for successes. So, 12.
I get half of the half. So I'm still raging.
Of fire? I thought it was only bludgeoning, slashing.
While raging, you have resistance to all damage except psychic.
Nice. Then yeah, you
Spirit
take
there.
half of the 12, so 6. Ginkgo, you take the full brunt of 23. Unless you have any fire resistance.
I don't think so.
Okay. That's the Hellhound's action. He's going to use his movement to move right up next to his master. He's next to the Revenant and directly in front of Jonesy. That's the end of the Hellhound's turn. Ubrick. Your turn.
I am going to throw my Shadow Blade at the Revenant.
Okay, Ginkgo's going to be in your way, so it's going to be with disadvantage, but you can still roll. If you fail it, you're not going to hit him unless you roll a 1 and then your percentile dies a 100 or higher than 80 or something. So, your call. Roll the attack with disadvantage. So just roll it twice, pick the worst one.
Okay, hold on.
I'm going to scroll up to find it. Shadowblade is a simple melee which you're proficient and thrown properties. Range 20-60, so it's within range. So roll a 1d20. Simple would be dex, yeah? Or is it strength on a attack roll? We'll use your dex. So roll 1d20, add your dex modifier. Plus 2. And then roll that twice. So what is your dex modifier?
1.
Okay, so the first one will be a 16, the second one will be a 22. The worst one, because you have disadvantage, is a 16. You said you're attacking the Revenant?
Yes.
Hits. Roll damage.
Let me find it again.
2d8 is 8. And that, what kind of damage is that?
Psychic.
Okay, so he takes 4 damage. He's resistant to psychic, just so you know. Any movement or bonus action?
Nope.
Okay, next up is Jonesy. There's a Hellhound. Reach out and touch with your left hand. Revenant, reach out and touch with your right. That's where they are.
Revenant, fire them all.
Okay,
Party
go
time.
ahead. 18 hits, roll damage.
Ball.
15. Okay.
Fire 'em all.
He's still alive. He's looking pretty rough though. Nice crit. Roll damage. How do you want to do this?
Remember last time when you died in a fire, and I crushed my fireball into his face because I'm happy that I'm killing him with fire again.
Okay, so what
Actually,
happens
last time he was
is
trampled to death by a horse, but let's not
Yeah.
get into semantics.
what happens is right after the Hellhound came over and breathed the fire, he kind of like shrugged off the fire and he's like, "Oh!" getting more pissed, and he's looking at you, and then you hit him in the face with or you hit him right in the chest with the fire maul, and his eyes just spark even brighter, and pure hatred is filled his face, and he's staring at you, and he's like, "Bring it!" And you're like, "Okay!" And you slam your fire maul directly into his face, caves in completely. You just see his entire body just fucking crumble into a tiny little package and then go, and you just hear this.
Happy with that. I'll do that.
As I elaborated, and
No,
he
this is
falls.
how I want that.
His armor and all that falls to the ground with a couple of pieces of trinkets and whatnot, which we'll check later because your guys are still in combat. Any movement or bonus action?
I'm gonna. Well, I'm guessing the Hellhound did not evaporate.
No.
Cool. I'm mad then. I'm just gonna turn, lock eyes with it, get mad, and use my next rage.
Okay.
Okay.
And no movement. Okay, cool. Ginkgo, you're up. There's a Hellhound.
Am I within melee range a bit?
You'd have to move like 2 yards or 2 feet, but yeah.
Well, no, I don't want to get attacked when I move.
Okay. Then no, you're about 7 feet away. And melee range is 5.
All right, I'd like to back up like 15 feet and position myself so I'm only facing that. Nothing's in between or behind. and use lightning bolt.
Okay. You are blocking Ubruk's view, but Jonesy is safely to the left. Go ahead and roll your damage. Or wait, it has a dex save throw, doesn't it? Its saving throws. Motherfucker. What kind? Dex?
Yep.
What's your spellcasting DC?
Fail. 15.
Fail. Okay, roll damage. Jesus. Okay. You hit it, and it kind of snarls at you and looks at you, and its haunches flare up with even more fire, and it just stares at you. Any bonus action?
No.
Okay. Kruven. You are about 15 feet away from Jonesy, slightly to your left, and the Hellhound directly in front of you, about 15 feet.
Okay. So how close am I to Ginkgo?
Ginkgo's about 8-9 feet to your left.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here and shoot my bow at it, because I don't want that breath. I'll fall over.
Okay. 19. Hits. Roll damage. 4. Nice. Damage is damage, man. And that's piercing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Revenant's turn. It doesn't heal because it was hit with fire last turn. It is dead. Hellhound's turn. I figured I'd be dramatic. Sorry. It's going to try and bite Jonesy. I'm going to guess 7 misses.
7 misses.
Okay, it doesn't bite you. It tries to, but it misses. And, Ubruk, your turn.
I'm going to use Magic Missile on the Hellhound.
Okay. What's the save? Wisdom?
Don't know.
Click on the spell. Oh, sorry, you
I did.
Sorry, Dad, I'll call you back in a minute. Oh, okay, it just hits. Roll damage. What level are you casting at? 1?
1.
Okay, so it's just 3d4 plus 3.
You said plus 3?
Yep, because it's plus 1 per each missile. 1d4 plus 1 per missile, so yeah. 9 points of damage. What type of magic, or what type of damage is it? Force? Okay, you're good. Alright,
The world's loudest phone.
I'm sorry, I should have turned down my message notification sound, whatever the fuck. Words. Jonesy, you're up. There's a Hellhound.
Yo. Yeah, I don't like dogs. I don't know if you guys knew that. I don't like dogs. Not a fan.
That hits. How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna feed it my maul, like, lengthways, and knock all of its teeth into its face. And then just push it all the way down until it's just laying down dead.
Okay, since we're short on time, I'm just gonna say that's what you do. Combat is at an end.
I'm gonna turn around, just drop my maul, turn around to that Revenant and pick up his... Did I crush the head?
Yeah, and then his entire body, like, collapsed inwards and disappeared. The only thing that's left is his cloak and whatever any items that he had on him, and armor and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want the... Does he have a... What kind of armor did he have up top?
Roll perception. Or investigation, whichever would work. Investigation, actually. Yeah, it looks like kind of piecemeal, kind of plates of, whatever.
Would it be considered like a half plate?
No, it'd be more considered like an eighth of a plate. Like it's the way the revenants work is their soul takes over a pre-existing body, and the only body he could find in this crypt was a roll insight. All of you. Alright, so Ginkgo, what you know is that this place is spoopy.
Definitely is.
Same thing as you, Jonesy. You think this place is spooky, but the other two, Kruven and Ubruk, will tell you that that the way a revenant works is its soul gets attached to a creature, and this place that you're in, it seems like the last creature that was in here was whatever it had taken over, and it must have been a body of a long-dead defender. All the bones are gone, so you can't really investigate what kind of creature it was, but it was definitely humanoid, and you can tell from the metal that it looks like it might have been some sort of like elvish plate, but long long fucked up. There you go. It fucked up long time ago, but kind of like an elvish plate. Chunks of it are missing.
Is this all over time, or is this necrotic magic damage?
Arcana check. Anybody who can, or anybody who wants to, can roll for it. By the way, yeah, a 13 will tell you. It looks like a lot of it was dealt over time, but nice, Ubruk. But a lot of it was done over time, but it looks like maybe initially a lot was acidic in nature. It reminds you of that puddle about 15 feet away of acid on the floor that has just now ceased bubbling.
Okay, I throw it down and start sifting through the rest of his ashes with my foot. What else is here?
Real quick before you do that, Kruven, I need a D20 plus con modifier twice.
So I just do. I think
D20
it's 2.
plus your con modifier, whatever it is.
D20 plus 2.
Yep. Okay, and?
Do it again.
Yep. Okay, you can see your short sword seems to be, the acid on it has finally stopped bubbling, and it's all lastly dripped off, and you notice that your short sword is still in very, very good condition, almost like there was never acid on it. Your dagger seems to have a couple little pock marks, but for the most part seems to be at about 95% durability. You know, it doesn't look like there's going to be any permanent damage to it.
Didn't think that one through.
It's acid, not poison. I said it like 8 times. Anyway,
Good damage.
it was. Just keep that in mind. When I say acid and you say poison and I say acid, there's a reason. Yeah, so we're gonna do loot before we call it here. So, real quick, who's looting what and what are we doing?
What do we got for loot? I sifted through the ashes with my feet.
Okay, so you nudge the little armor pieces aside and wrapped up in his cloak, just the way that it fell. You see... that one isn't it. Hold on. I wrote it down on one of these pages. Not that one. Is this it? Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, you find a small, well, not small, it's a ring, and it seems to be completely black all the way around, with like a swirling white on the inside, and it's moving along the band. It doesn't say anything, but it looks like the closest thing is like maybe like a ghost within the actual ring.
Whoa, I am so not gonna Smeagol this thing. I hold it out to our tiefling friend and I go, you wanna put your magic peepers on this thing and find out what's what going on here? I mean,
You
I
can
don't think
either,
I
if
don't
you
think I
have
want it.
if you have identify, you can actually identify it. If you don't, just roll Arcana.
I do have identify, but it is not prepared.
Okay, so for the purposes of this, if you'd like, you can prepare it, and we'll do a long rest right now, and you guys will wake up with the information. So drop a spell to put as prepared in exchange, and go ahead and use it if you want. If you don't want to do that, because you won't be able to switch that spell back until your next long rest. Keep that in mind. Otherwise, you can just roll Arcana, and you might learn something from it. But Identify would tell you exactly what it is.
I'll go ahead and use Identify.
Okay, just make sure you remember to move one of your level 1 spells to unprepared and Identify to prepared. How many, you wake up from a long rest and Jonesy's sitting there and shoves a ring in your face and goes, "Come on, identify it." Go ahead and click the thing for Identify real quick. Okay, so you pick it up and you're holding it within your hands and you're looking at it, and you identify that this is a fabled ring that, again, the name is written down somewhere. Really sorry. Can't remember what I wrote down as the actual ring. Oh, here we go. That this is the Ring of Ethereal Binding, one of a set of 3. And this specific ring, once per day, using a full action, you can rub the ring to bind a spirit to the ring. Only one spirit can be bound at a time, and binding it to your will, you can unleash a Banshee's Wail for 1d12 plus 1d12 per 2 player character levels of psychic damage to the target. If they fail the wisdom save, they take full damage. If they pass, it's half. Based off of your wisdom.
Spooky. Somebody else take it.
Yeah, probably our necromancer.
Sounds fitting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll definitely
This is
take
all
that
yours.
guy.
I don't want to handle this. In the pile of the ashes, did we find anything besides the ring?
Just the ring.
What was the ring called?
The Ring of Ethereal Binding. Did I mention that it's a set of 3? Okay.
Yeah.
You know from your searches for all kinds of necromantic magic that this specific set of 3 rings all have different effects, and that only a wielder, only one person can wield any one of these 3 rings. You've only ever known that in the history of all of your searching, in all recorded history, anybody that attempted to wear a second ring has died. And that there was only ever one person, ever, to have worn all 3 rings at one time. That being Death himself.
I was gonna say Thanos. Sorry.
Yeah. And you know that this is, like I said, one of 3, and that the other 2 rings do separate things as well. This is a very unique ring.
Okay. Then I would like to identify the other ring that I picked up from the Mimic earlier.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify one thing. I found the other page, sorry. Jonesy, you kick the rest of the cape aside, and you find a very large 2-handed greatsword. It looks to weigh about 100 pounds. It's massive.
I'm massive. I picked that beast up.
It's full, like, steel almost. It looks like this shimmering silver kind of white metal, with right down the middle of the blade is a thin black strip with what seems to be like red blood, almost like the blade is bleeding.
I like this. I like this a lot. I really like this.
You don't know what it is until you have it identified. Now,
I'm gonna
Just-
drag it with me.
just throw that in there. Okay, the other ring that you had found... Oh, shit. Real quick, I need a wisdom save from Ubruk.
Is it really gonna complete his outfit? Because
Wait, hold on. Are you putting on the ring or no?
No.
Okay, no wisdom save needed. Where the fuck is the other ring? It's on the back side of one of these pages, isn't it?
We need a
Yep,
soundboard
okay.
for this.
Silver ring with a ruby in the setting. The red inside the ring seems to be swirling. 1 time per day, you can rub the ring to release a fireball. The fireball has a 20-foot radius of the impact point. You designate where you want it to hit, and it will do 8d6 damage once per day. You know that the enemy can, or any target within the 20 feet, can make a dexterity saving throw to half the damage. This is called the Fire Master's Ring.
Is this part of the set?
Nope.
It's the one you got from the Mimic.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as other identified items, Jonesy's wearing boots, Ginkgo's wearing boots, Kruven's wearing boots, and you guys just picked up that two-handed greatsword as well as a bone dagger.
Also, my belt.
And the belt.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got lots
bags.
Of
And
Bag of holding.
the bag of holding. You know what that is, but if you were to identify it, you could see what's inside of it.
Sweet.
If you want to use any more identifies, make sure you knock them off for however many spell charges you've used. So far, that's 2. You can use them, and I'll tell you what they are right now. Otherwise, we call it.
I would like to divvy up the 5,000 gold out of the bag that I have gotten evenly between all of us.
Aw.
Okay, so 5,000 divided by 4. Somebody do that math. While I tell you how much XP you got.
1250.
Yeah, 1250.
So 1250 gold each, and I'm getting you the XP for the boss fight, as well as the mimic. So please hold.
Good calls, very important.
Yeah, right.
Think of that every time you say please hold. You say please hold like I say roll for it.
Right? Mimic, mimic, mimic. Mimic, 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 mimic. Words, 450. Okay, so, the way that we shall do this is plus plus Okay, so, divided by 4. Jonesy, Ginkgo, Kruven, 912 XP. Ubruk, 1140. Make sure you write those down right now. Don't ask me later, because I'm literally hitting clear on the calculator. It's gone. And with that, we end it for the night. If you want to identify anything else, hit me up during the week. I'll tell you exactly what it is. And make sure you remember how many spell charges you use, and yada yada yada. If you're watching this on YouTube... What?
The long rest gave me all my spell charges back, correct?
Yes, but now you've used 2
Right.
for identify. And you won't get them back until you long rest again. Which can't be at the beginning of next episode. Just saying.
Right.
If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. The link is in the description below. If you're watching this on Twitch, consider following or subbing. Totally be a bro. Anyways, every week, Monday we start at 6. Today we started slightly a little bit late. Sorry for that. And sometimes we end up going a little late. Hoped to be done about half an hour ago, but unfortunately, here we are. But yeah, it was a good episode. Didn't want to stop in the middle of a boss fight, so yeah. Any parting comments from the boys?
I want to see
Money!
Everybody's good, so we're out.
money. 1250.
See you guys. If you're watching the stream, make sure you hit the follow. And cut.